You finally did it. You packed the boxes, signed the endless stack of paperwork, and got to turn the key to your new home. And now, a few weeks later, it's time to hit another major milestone, making your very first mortgage payment. Let's break down a mortgage. You borrow $300,000 at 6.5% over 30 years, requiring a monthly payment of $1,927.89. Instead of paying off your house, this check pours into two buckets. A massive $1,625 flows into interest, while only $300 lands in principal. That means despite writing a check for nearly $2,000, your actual debt only went down by $300. The bank kept the vast majority of that money as profit. A pre-calculated timetable called an amortization schedule dictates exactly how much of your payment goes to interest and how much goes to the principal every single month for the next 30 years. While those early numbers are frustrating, understanding how these two buckets fill up over time allows you to change the way the math works in your favor. To take control of your loan, we first have to look at the rule for how mortgage interest is calculated. The bank does not charge you a fee based on the original price of your home. They only calculate interest against the exact amount of money you still owe them today, your remaining balance. Looking at this diagram, we can see why that first month is so lopsided. On day one, your remaining balance is at its absolute peak, the full $300,000. Because that balance is so high, the monthly fee to borrow it is equally large, which creates that massive interest bucket and leaves almost nothing for your principal. As time passes and a tiny bit of principal is paid off each month, your total remaining balance gets smaller. By the time you reach year 10 and then year 20, that main debt block has shrunk down significantly. And because you owe less total money, the interest fee shrinks right along with it. Remember, your total monthly payment is locked in at $1,927. So as the bank's interest fee requires less of that money, the leftover cash automatically spills over into your principal bucket. Fast forward to your final payment at month 360, and the dynamic has completely flipped. Your remaining debt is so incredibly small that the interest fee is just $1.58. Almost every penny of your check now goes toward paying off the very last pieces of the house. The standard amortization schedule ensures you pay the heaviest interest costs right at the beginning, when you still owe the most on the house and your actual ownership is at its lowest. This scale reveals the true cost of sticking to the bank's 30-year path. If you follow the standard schedule, you will pay back the $300,000 you borrowed, plus nearly $400,000 in interest. The fees alone will cost more than the house itself. You can bypass this slow path by adding a small extra amount to your monthly check. Let's look at what happens if you add just $100 extra each month. Because your standard monthly payment has already covered the interest fee the bank requires for that month, your extra $100 completely ignores the interest bucket. That extra cash drops directly into the principal bucket, instantly lowering the total amount you owe on the loan. This creates a compounding effect. By forcing your balance down today, next month's interest fee will be permanently smaller. That means next month, even more of your regular $1,927 payment will naturally flow toward the principal. These extra payments systematically dismantle the bank's ability to generate future interest. Every extra dollar you send today removes their ability to charge you a fee on that dollar tomorrow. This chart displays two parallel timelines. The top bar is the bank's standard 30-year schedule. The bottom bar tracks your progress when you consistently add that extra $100 to your principal. As those extra payments drive down the balance month after month, the savings add up. Watch the total interest counter for the bottom timeline. That projected $393,000 fee is rapidly dropping by tens of thousands of dollars. By paying off the house faster, you physically shorten the life of the loan. The bottom timeline finishes years before the 30-year mark, which means you've permanently eliminated years of required payments. To make this work in the real world, you have to be specific. If you just send the bank a larger check without instructions, they might treat the extra cash as an early payment for next month, which keeps their interest calculations exactly the same. When you log in to pay your mortgage, look for an option labeled Apply to Principal. Checking that box ensures the bank drops your extra funds exactly where they belong, reducing your debt immediately. The early years of a mortgage are designed to be interest-heavy, but that schedule is just a default setting. Once you understand the math, you have the power to change it. By focusing on those two buckets and putting extra money directly toward your principal, you stop being a passive source of interest. You take control of your timeline and start building your own wealth, one payment at a time.